Hey, everybody. Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV. We're powered by Winger Companies down here on the turf of Schaefer Stadium with Coach Kevin Nuss. The men's soccer team wins 2-0. Coach, you get the win, but, man, it was a grind out there tonight.
Yeah, that wasn't our best performance. It just wasn't good enough, but it's a good sign to get a result even when you don't play well.
Highlights, Coach Longo joined me on the broadcast. Of course, he's a guy that has some pretty good soccer knowledge. He was impressed with Valenzio, thought he was in the right place a lot of times, and of course your play in the goal tonight was pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, we had to be good defensively. We didn't do a very good job of keeping the ball, so we forced ourselves into situations where we needed to defend, and Andres did a great job, and then both goalkeepers had a performance tonight. I think the flow of the game, the understanding of the way the game was going, I don't think Koike was sharp enough for us, so we made the change to go with Mateo, and he was asked, you need to manage the game. We're not playing well, we need to get a result, and he did a great job, and then in addition made some big saves for us at the end.
Yeah, the ball was in the wrong part of the pitch most of the second half especially, and he was able to fend a lot of that off. So what do you say to the team afterwards? I guess obviously you get a win. Yeah. Win is always better than a loss, but you got to do better in some places. So what was the key message after the game?
This is a game I don't talk to them after the game. I mean, they know it wasn't good enough. There's no point in me telling them it wasn't good enough. It's about moving on, getting back to training, finding our way again, and just move on. I mean, there's nothing to be said, and there's no reason to repeat it.
All right, you got Hawkeye coming in on Wednesday night. They're going to be a formidable opponent. Yeah,
I mean, that's the most, I don't want to say disappointing, but the most upsetting thing, I guess, is to play against a team that are a little bit lesser of a side tonight, to not put ourselves in a great position going forward, because our schedule is only getting tougher between Hawkeye and then, Iowa Lakes. We're getting into the part of our schedule where we need to be sharp and we need to be ready to go. And, no offense to Northeast tonight, but I think there was opportunities to exploit them, and we just weren't good enough to do that, and we put ourselves in a challenging spot. So, but like you said, it's a win. It's always good to win. It's good to not play well, have a fight, and get a result from it. But now it's just time to move forward and focus on Hawkeye and going forward to the conference schedule.
5-1-2. Going into the season, obviously, we've talked about this before. You're new to it. A lot of these guys you don't know. 5-1-2 is not a bad record for 8 games in.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, if you were going to ask me where I'd like to be, if you said I was going to be 5-1-2, I'd say, yeah, that's a great place to be. But I think we've shown that we can be better, and the fact that we continuously make unforced errors or leave some of our potential on the table is upsetting. So it's good. Of course, I want to be happy about that, but I know we have more, so we need to achieve more. And like I said, we're going into the toughest part of our schedule, and if we don't have that ready to go, I don't know where we'll be. So we gotta just make sure that we stay sharp and get back into training tomorrow and be ready to go.
Like playing under the lights?
Well, I mean, we're going to do it again in a couple of days. So, yeah, I mean, I think it was good for the guys. It's always good to play under the lights. I think it was maybe a part of why we weren't as sharp. I think the change of environment, the change of timing is always tough. But like we have to go again in a 9 o'clock kickoff. I mean, that's pretty normal in Europe and some of the leagues around the world, but it's something unique for us. So hopefully the guys kind of got this out of their system tonight and are ready to go for a late kickoff on Wednesday.
All right, Coach Kevin Nuss. Warriors get the 2-0 win. It was a fight out there. Great goalie play both in the first half and in the second half. Scartuzio with some great saves. Got the goal from Carvalho and then from Koike to put it away at the end. Going to be back here on Wednesday night, approximately 9 o'clock for the men. The women will play at 7. The men will follow. Thanks for joining us tonight on Go Hills TV. We're powered by Winger Companies with Jimmy Out the second, the one and only, and Mr. Titus Lynching. I'm Russ W. Oker saying so long, everybody.